Hello everyone, my name's Debbie and I'm from Australia and I'm here today with my July 2024 cross stitch update. I did have my mate Mr. Darcy sitting behind me on his rug, on his heated rug mind you. I usually put across my lap in here when I'm stitching. He got sick to death of waiting for me to get organised, so he wandered off. Not to worry. Anyway, he may come back, we never know. July, I worked on 7 projects. I didn't start any. I had one finish and I completed 22,346 stitches. So this shouldn't take too long because I've got 7 projects, very little spending, one gift to show. So we'll get started. First of all is the finish. This is Here Lies My Needle by Shakepeares Peddler. You will see I've had to alter mine. It's a bit hard. It's a bit hard to see because it is a small photo, but you'll see it on the other photos in a little bit. I turned the fabric the wrong way, so I can't fit the border. Oh, I measured you all out. It does have an even edge. I think it's just the way this is sitting up that is even over here. I've just got a few bent and broken needles in there, but I have had to change it up a little bit simply because instead of having my fabric landscape, I had my fabric portrait. Well, I think I had it in the Q-snap correctly and I turned the Q-snap just when I got started. So I can't fit the whole pattern. So this is where I am stopping on this one. I did send away and get the red pear herringbone felt from, like I said, it is even. I measured it all out. It's just the way it's sitting up until I put some more needles in there. From 123 Stitch I had to send away for that to get the thread. As you will see, and it's probably, let me tell you, I haven't got the date I finished it, but I did finish it this month. I started on the 22nd of the 9th 2023, and this was part of the 6 for 60 for Stitching Sally's turning 60 year. I've still got one more. I've still got Little Sheep Virtues. That's what I've still got yet to do. But I will bring up, she says she'll bring it up. This is before and after. It was when I started to do Here Lies the Needles, I went to move the Q-snap to actually mark where the border was going to be, and I realised I had turned my fabric. So when you actually see it compared to the finished project, I've done I've done all of the top except the alphabet and the border. And instead of having the felt across the bottom, I'm going to fill in the square because I have been keeping my broken and my bent needles. So I can put it in there. I've always liked this project. And hopefully it'll frame up nicely. One would hope that, well, I do hope to try and get some finishing done this year, but we'll see how we go. So that was my finish for July. Then as usual, Stitch in Time artwork by Aimee Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth. These are super sized and I am doing 1/1 on 32 count, and that was simply to get the size down. I did start 2/1 on 25 count. I then restarted at 1/1 on 25 count, and then I found you could get 32 count, so I waited for that and restarted it again. So this third start that I'm working on now was started on the 29th of January 2019, and it did sit sort of still, not doing terribly much for a while. Here near my finger is the edge, that line is the edge, and I hope to have that finished this year. you're starting to see the table, you can see the chair, you can see the lady coming out. And I've been working on the windows, and I've been trying to get the top and bottom borders to go all across, but most of what's finished there is the start of the pink flowers up the top and a lot of greenery down the bottom. I fell short of my 5,000 for the month to get this finished at the end of the year. So once I catch up on another project that is a sow, I will get that out and probably do it for the rest of the month. So next month might be even shorter, I don't know. Oh, I've done a lot of stitching. Not a lot of projects though. I've been doing a fair bit on the same projects. Before and after. So you can see I worked on the table. I worked around the chair. I did a lot around the window frame. There's a lot of gold in that window frame. And the comparison to what I have got to do. So you can see up on the top of the shelf there's pink flowers, and down the bottom there's a lot of greenery. So I've done most of the brown, or the beiges and browns and whites and lilacs all through the shelves, and it's mainly the pink and the green to come. I think I should be able to get a fair bit done, because when you do the purple book, there's a fair bit of the same colour, and it looks like a lot of green. I'm crossing my fingers, but I think I've got a good college chance of getting it finished, that one shelf finished this year. I dragged out a couple of 4 projects I haven't been working on for a while. This is called the Artillary Angel, or the Workshop Angel. It is by Alena, Koshkina. It was a pattern on Etsy, and I just loved it. This one, I did a fair bit up the top of it, and I did the back stitch up the top. There is a lot of back stitch on this one. So that is, excuse me for not taking it out of the Q-snap, but she's ready to roll and she fits in there, and it's just the right size. Because I've got the border done, so it's mainly filling in the dress and the rest of it. But I thought there's a lot of back stitch. I'll get all the back stitches done up from the bottom of her bodice up. That's all been completed, so it's only the back stitch down the bottom to go. I started this one on the 5th of July 2022, and it is being done on 40 count beige linen by Zwagard. Okay, before and after. Nope, wrong one. Next. You can see I used the light box. I got it out and took some nice photos with the light box today on the current photos. So you can actually see I have got a fair bit done, and a fair bit of the back stitching done. Filled in some more of the roses. Started on the greenery, filled in the browns. Looking forward to that one being finished, though I think there's still a fair bit of stitching to go. And compared to the finished, that is where I'm up to, compared to the finish. So you can see there's still a fair bit of back stitch down the bottom. But it's going to be very pretty when it's finished. Next one is a crowd favourite. He's a crowd favourite. I'm going to call him Emmanuel. If you haven't seen the Emmanuel videos of the emu, do a search on YouTube. He's just so naughty. He's so naughty because all he wants to do is attack the camera. He's obviously a little pet emu, and this is something Emmanuel would do. He's so cute. There's my Emmanuel. I got a lot done. I got a lot of his feet done. I'm not going to do the shadow part down the bottom because I'm not doing the dark background, the orange background. I'm going to leave it on the orange fabric. There's still a fair bit of stitching to do. There's still a fair bit of fill in the legs. He's still got spindly legs. Look at his little face. He's so cute. He is so cute. So there's still a fair bit to do, but I just love him. I just love his little cute face. So that's Emmanuel. Before and after. You can see I sat down and I just sort of went to town with him. Was just a bit disappointed to put him down, but I kept doing him until such time as I finally got last month's video done, so I could get to a stitch in time compared to the finished project. So you can see it is very, very orange in the background. There's a lot of brown for the dirt, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. I may do a trailing of the brown along the rind to sort of designate, you know, that he is standing on the ground, but I just think he's so cute. Now, this was an eBay purchase. If I go back, I've put a note there. It was it was sold on eBay by a seller called Stitcher 2015. I have searched for the email that she sent me, but it all springs back, so I don't think they're a seller on the system at the moment. Next an old one that should have been finished long before now. This is Kringles by Little House Needleworks. It's another one I had a bit of trouble with, but I haven't got much to do. Bottom windows to do, I think, and this will finally be done. So this is where I'm up to. I'm doing this on 40 count Meadow Rue, from Lakeside Ribbon, Lakeside Linen. I restarted it after finally finding a black that I was happy with, and that's PR070 from Silks for You on the 18th of March. I should put the year in there. I'll have to go and find the year. I worked on that middle shelf, so I finished those middle windows. I've got 2 stars, one in here and one on the other side to do, and then just down the bottom, and this one will be done. But even though they're little windows, there's a heap of stitching in there. I did that one Friday night and I was telling the girls, no, I'm not going to have a late night. I'm just going to finish the last window. It took a couple of hours. So it was a bit of a late night, but not to worry. Okay, before and after. Again, a truer picture of the fabric because I did use the light box to take the stitches. So I finished those last 2 windows and I've only got those bits down the bottom and I'll be done. Compared to the bottom. So it's only the 2 windows and a few things around the doors and we're pretty much done. Another one I haven't touched for a while. This is Magwayen from Bell Filipina. Sorry for the glare, but again, very glossy. And even when you photocopy it, it's still very glary, I think, because it's just such an intense picture. But she is beautiful. And this is where I am up to. So she's completely done from the bottom. I have started on her skin 1/1. You can see her elbow here coming in. Her other elbow is there. The colours in there, look at the boat. Actually, the chronic's not showing up as nicely as it normally does. But there's blues and purples and aquas and greys. It's really a beautiful, beautiful, colourful pattern. And that's the colour of the fabric. Now that fabric was a lacquer dip dye on 32 count opal from Colour Cascades in Australia. And I started this on the 23rd of January 23. We have before and after. So you can see I finished the sash on the side and worked on a bodice leading up to her arms. And compared to the finished project, fair bit of beading. You look at all that beading behind her and up around her hair and her halo. Yeah, there's a fair bit of beading. I'm quite looking forward to, and I don't know if I should do a close-up next time I get her out, but can you see the tattoos on her arms? I'm looking forward to doing those. I'm pretty sure that that's backstitch. I'm not sure I stitched that, but we'll find out sooner or later. But she's really quite lovely. And the last one I worked on, last time you only saw photos of this one, and I haven't got the most recent one out yet. Deadly Aquarium. It's a sale from Lola JksCrossStitch. I put it off and put it off, and then I caught up, and then I didn't want to go any further until such time as I come on, speak English. I didn't want to do any more because that's all I did last month. So I didn't want to, so I'm two behind. I'm two drops of the patterns behind. Just having a quick look because the last one came out. Oh, I was hoping it would have the whole thing. Okay, that is the second last drop. You can't really tell, but I've got to do the hammerhead shark and the barracuda. And then there is the signage to be done that came out last Friday. So when I finish this, that's the next bit I'll do. And that's, I'm sorry, it's so bad. That's the signage or the little deadly pool or the do not touch pool. It's got to be done. So I've got two parts of this sale to finish, but that is where I'm up to. This is being done on 40 count Silver Springs from Colour Cascades. Oh, I love those stingrays. I love the stingrays. Actually, I love all of it. It's very, very clever. And the sign, you've got the hammerhead shark across here. The barracuda is through these, and we've got the deadly do not touch pool will be down around here. And I did not believe I did these. No, I didn't. So I can't show you a before and after because I did not do. I did the afters, but I just didn't do the before photos. But it will show up at the end of next month because I'll have to catch up. I don't think we're up terribly many more drops to go. So, a few purchases. This is the last delivery I'll have of Classic Colourworks. And they will be finished. They are now finished. So we go from Weeping Willow to Zach Black. So I've now got the complete set of the Classic Colourworks. Weeks Dye Works. We're only up to SAs. So there's still a fair few of those to go. Very pretty colours. So for now on, I'll only have one set of those. I did send away to JksCrossStitch. I wanted to check out the Zweigart charcoal colour to see how it differs to black. Now, I did dig out some black. They're both 18 count to show you. I just wanted to see the difference between the two. Because sometimes you don't want black. So I think it's really, that's a truer reflection of it. So this is, of course, is the charcoal, and this is the black. These are both 18 count Aidas. So yes, I was supposed to be on a diet, but these things happen. Now, I have had a lot of people ask about the pattern for the owl. In Australia at the moment, if you go to the Fox collection, they have got the owl there. They call it Owl in Flight, and you should be able to find it on their website. So that's for those that have been looking for that. It wasn't available from Fox collection when I did it. Now, last month when I did a video, I was saying how hubby was in hospital and I was going to miss a luncheon with friends because there were family commitments I had to do. And the lovely Jay from JksCrossStitch sent me a little package to brighten my day, and it's just lovely. Now, Jay's shop, I'll put a name there, JksCrossStitch on Etsy. She sells these sample packs. Now there's 36 count, there's an 18 count, 32 count, and I think the last one could even be a 40, but she shows you the little sample packs you can get. She's got lovely colours, and she sent me this little pattern in the bookstore just to brighten my day. And I'm thinking it may even fit on this one here. I'll do some measurements, but it was very kind, and I do appreciate it, Jay. It was just a lovely surprise to get that in the mail, and it did brighten my day. Puppy's home, he's asleep in the chair. Darcy was, like I said, he was with me. He just got sick of waiting for us to start. I did try and hold him down, but it wasn't a good look, so we let him go. Before I let you go, stats, stitches for the year, but the whips, got it down to 24. I'd had hoped to get it down a fair bit more than that, but easier said than done. I'm really worried I'm going to end up with just massive projects to finish. But I have still got a few little ones in there. I might have to do a few, start a few little ones so I can get it finished. But I think that Critters one, I should be able to finish in a couple of stitching nights. And there's a few others that I can get done. I do like to at least have one finish a month. Have I this month? No, I have not. So I've got a couple of weeks to sort of see if I can get a finish for this month. If I don't, such is life. Anyway, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I hope you are all well. I hope you get as much stitchy time. Those that are hot, I hope you're able to cool down. Those of us that are a bit chilly, I hope you can warm up. It's actually raining outside. I left work at 6 o'clock tonight, and I was just so surprised. I had no idea from where I work that it had been raining at all. So not only was it chilly, it was awfully wet. It's still raining there, and we've got a big outdoor function due on Friday at work. So I'm hoping it gets it out of the system, because today was beautiful. It was a beautiful hot day. Well, hot for this time of year. It was quite warm. So I was more than surprised when I went out and found out there'd been so much rain. Anyway, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you next month. Thank you.